Disclaimer, I've had quite a bit of problems in this video, so there's going to be a couple of cuts. Normally I like doing this in one single, or as close to one single recording session, so it's as legit as possible. But I, as a new YouTuber and so forth, I have messed it up a little bit. And the one problem I've had with PikaOS so far is in recording, it's been blurry, quite blurry through the video capture card. So I'm going to try and mitigate that, but I've tried a lot of different solutions and none of them have worked so far. With that in mind, let's start the video. Hello and welcome to the Distro Hopper channel, and today we got the episode Distro Hopper and the Fowl Agents of Pika. Fowl is obviously a pun. It's a bird theme today. So anyway, sorry about that. I just kind of like wing it on this channel. Yeah. But anyway, let's start off with the install. I am, as you can hear, super amped about this one. I've been wanting to or meaning to try Pika for a long time now, for call it a couple of months. I've known about it, but I haven't really gotten around to putting it on a machine, and I have now. And last night I've played around with it a little bit. I am maybe gonna switch over on my daily driver machine from Manjaro to this, because Manjaro and Garuda has been my primary desktop environments, or rather distros, which they're both great. I shouldn't swear this earlier in the video, but anyway, they're both great. And yeah, now I think I've found something really interesting to try out for a couple of months. So with that in mind, let's get going. We'll start off with the usual. I am on the Ethernet at the minute, so there's that, or connected to the internet with an Ethernet cable. If you want to have the long version, we'll install this distro. It gives you some language options. You can read all that or not, just accept it like you usually do. I will have my language in British English in it, mate. And obviously I am in Europe, and we're gonna install this thing here. Partially partition, yada yada yada. Select the disk, and that should be it. Actually, my keyboard, oh no, I don't have English keyboard. What the hell am I doing? I have the German keyboard. Okay, so let's have that. Yeah, no keys. Cool stuff. And let's go. Alrighty-o, and about, what's that, 3 minutes in, we can already reboot the system, and let's do that. Hey, good, and we're back. Let's have a look. So we have the little pop-up that comes up when you freshly install. It's worth clicking through this because it is going to help you set up a lot of stuff for your system. So let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Put your username. Call it Hopper. Oh. Host name, yeah, hop, whatever, dude. Password, Hoppo. Today we got Hoppo. That's pretty good. I like that. Password is, you'll never guess that my password is Hopper. I will not never tell you that my password is Hopper. And no, it's not Hopper in my system that doesn't get formatted every like a couple of days. What have I done? Good, so PikaOS, while we're trying to figure this one out, and while we're updating it. It's always worth starting with updates. While we're figuring this out, Pika has got obviously a lovely little theme going on. It is a gaming-based distro, and it's also, in the background, you'll see, got some of the loveliest backgrounds for any operating system I've seen so far. They've got a bunch of stuff from a artist out there, name written here somewhere, Natrix. I'm not sure if it's a male or female or whatever, but the art is fantastic. I'll go through that quickly. Just a couple of ones, like this one. Wish I could just put that out of the way for now. And yeah, it's worth checking it out. I really love this. I think it's a girl, I don't know, but let's assume that and then apologize afterwards. But she does a lot of, I've seen, this is like her little character she uses. I've seen, or the person uses, I don't know if that voice is hers, but she does some speed painting and stuff like that. Also, she's got a YouTube channel, so yeah, there's that. I've only really discovered her through this, and that was last night, and I've not done that much research. But I mean, look at that art, bro. That's kind of cool. And yes, I know it's a desktop or a background, and it doesn't say much about the actual the desktop environment in which that is, but yeah, it kind of does as well. I mean, if a distro is vibing so hard on something, then they are aiming for that something. Let's take Garuda as an example. Garuda is like, whoa, dude, this is like dragons and might and heroes and whatever. You know, it's kind of cool. I like that as well. But they're kind of more of a serious tone, and it does feel more serious. This one feels quite, I don't know how to explain it. The bit that I've played with it last night, it feels kind of fresh. It feels kind of nice and just comfy. I love it. I do love it. I will say I did take the KDE environment one, as I always will. KDE is, in my opinion, yeah, from somebody that's used Windows for a lot, is the more comfortable one, and I really like it. KDE has yeah, they've done quite a good job of their thing, but the original is with Genome or GNOME, however you want to say it, and that one's even more beautiful, like the actual desktop environment. When it comes to the controls, I'd kind of stick for the familiar thing at least. I don't know Genome that much well, and it's yeah, it's all about choice. Like I always say, dude, it's your PC, bro. It's your PC, so you take whatever you want. I like the KDE one, so there we go. I think that's kind of the main thing about all of this, is it's your PC, bro. It's mine. Let's quickly start this up again, and we'll see that it gives an option for driver installation. Now, generally speaking, you will not really need to worry about drivers in Linux, as it is built into the kernel itself, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. But anyway, we'll install some of this quick, just for the sake of it, or I'll do this one and then just skip it for the video itself. You can do the ones that you need for your PC, but just to show it off, that is an option for you. It'll also find the specific model of laptop or desktop that you've got and find the right one for you. Like this one is a Lenovo 82JU. Yours would be obviously different. So we can go through those. I'm going to skip it for now, just for the sake of time. We'll go for the codecs, which is going to take a little bit of time as well, like a minute or two. Cool, and Bob's your uncle. Now, what is really cool is PikaOS, as it's a gaming distribution, it'll give you a meta package. We're going to install that just because I kind of want to show you what that is. You can install all of these parts separately. I believe that these are specifically curated for PikaOS, or rather that the packages themselves are altered to work optimally on PikaOS. But I will quickly just touch on those because they are pretty cool. Part of that is Steam, obviously, heroic like in the previous episode, but there's also a couple of different ones. Good, so let's have a look at that. Okay, it's gonna ask me to reboot, and this is actually, before I do that, is a good time to explain something. I've had a bit of problems in this recording. You'll see earlier that I've skipped a little bit of time down in the corner here because I've had a bit of problems, mainly me problems, not machine problems. Yeah, I am new to YouTube, so excuse my craziness. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll also, to sort out the video problems which I've had in this video so far, I will load up OBS, do that now quickly so you can see. It's a good user case scenario for the App Center, and then do the rest of the video with OBS on this specific one because the video capture card does not capture for some reason, and it's only so far on PikaOS. It doesn't capture good quality. So yeah, once again, my apologies for that. So let's do that quickly. We'll go to the App Store, which is this one down here, Discover. In Discover, I'm gonna go OBS, hit enter if it lets me. There we go. And install. Sometimes, as you might have seen at the top here, you can actually choose what package you want to, or where you want to install the package from. In this case, quickly type in my password, which is also something I want to address because there is a little bit more friction. What the hell am I doing? There we go. There is a little bit more friction in installing applications and so forth. That's why generally you'd hear people say that you don't need a virus protection, and I would not advise that. I think you can still cover yourself or cover your bases, but because there's some friction involved of getting apps onto your PC that you pretty much always have to put in your password for little things like that. Get used to that. That's Linux. That it's harder for your system to get infected. Not anything gets installed without you knowing about it. So with OBS installed, I'm gonna quickly reboot and see you on the flip side. Good, so I've restarted and OBS is now on and running. I've also played around a little bit, so there is a little bit of a time gap there. But we'll start with the start menu, which they've got their little own thing going here. I'm not too much of a fan of it. Where I want to go to is games over there, but that's a little bit too much for me. What I instead prefer is right clicking on there, show alternatives, and go for the application launcher. And when you click on it again, it looks completely different, more like the, call it the Windows 7 variant. You can always switch back if you want, or to the next one, which is even more slimmed down, call it Windows 3 or XP even. I'm not going to do that. What I'll do is I will show you the games, or rather the game systems installed. The package that I installed earlier is your DOSBox emulator. Forgus Launcher is yet another way of running Windows games on a non-Windows systems. Overlay, I don't actually know. Heroic, you've seen in the previous videos. Lutris is once again a very, very good way of running a lot of other game systems such as EA games, Ubisoft, and so. I've not extensively tested that one out either. Proton Plus, and then we'll log into Steam and get this game going. Good, so today's game is Escape from Duck-Off, which is an excellent little meme game based obviously on Escape from Tarkov. And it's got something to do, something in common with the other game I was going to use, as in Fowl. This one seemed more fitting, to be honest. But both Duck-Off and Fowl have one thing in common, and that is that they're both meme games, and neither of them have any excuse to be this bloody good. This is an excellent little game. I would highly recommend it, even to people who look at it and don't think this is kind of their thing. We'll wait for the download to finish, and when that's done, we'll fire it up. Okay, let's fire it up. It's gonna do the same shader thing as it always does, the Vulkan shaders. Good, so we'll first off just put it in windowed mode, full screen windowed. Or borderless full screen, there we go. And I hope you guys can hear this because I don't have headphones on, so I can't hear it at the minute. Also, you might hear my laptop firing up its little fans in the background. And that's Duck-Off for you. Gonna quit out of this. And then I will leave you with that. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and have a great day.